This is an exclusive video from WOLnews.com. Here we are, the final Wednesday of the football year 2010. This is WOLnews.com, and we're talking to head coach Mike Clark. And Mike, this is hard to believe. It's probably 60 degrees and 2 more practices in this year.
Yeah, John, great weather day today. Wish we would have had this the last couple of weeks. I feel like I'm back in North Carolina with this one, but beautiful week, and it is hard to believe. I mean, the season has really flown by, and in hindsight, I guess they all do. You just one week becomes the next, and you really do have to stay focused on the task at hand. So just about there with the end of another chapter of a good group of kids.
This game, final game, even though FDU-Florham hasn't won a conference game, still a tough team, and they're the ones you have to be a little bit concerned about. These teams that maybe have been struggling, and but the real thing is, I think that maybe some people don't know. This is a big game. It's the difference between a winning season and just what you might call 50-50 type season. A win means you have a winning season overall and a winning season in the MAC.
Yep. No, John, I think that winning a 6 game is certainly better than winning 5. I mean, a few weeks ago, if you said we would have finished 6-4, obviously we would have all been disappointed. But there's a lot of variables that go into that, and to come out of a Saturday's game with a win and finish 6-4 in light of the last 3 weeks, I think would be a positive. It sends the seniors out on a high note. It shows some improvement from a year ago. It helps you in recruiting. And FDU is a tough group. I mean, they always have tough kids. They're going to play hard. We have to travel again. So there are some variables in it. And, we just have to get back to doing the things that made us successful before, and that's taking better care of the football and, trying to force the other team to give the ball up a little bit more than we have.
You're going down there on a Saturday. Looks like pretty nice weather. I know you've said this before. I know you care about the wins, but isn't it about the kids? You want it for the kids?
Yeah, yes, John. I mean, look, the wins absolutely matter. I think everybody, for the most part, has a more positive experience when you're successful. But there are varying measures of success too, right? You certainly want to win more games than you lose, hopefully a lot more than you lose. But at the same time, you want your guys to be good students and good good kids in the community and good sons to their parents, and I think we have that here. I really do. We've got a great group of guys that continue to do well in the classroom, and for them to win on Saturday and leave here on a positive note, I think would be great for everybody.
Yeah, it's a last game for the seniors. It is a away game. And that last game can set the stage a little bit for next year. You always remember that last game of the year, don't you?
Yeah, I tell you what, it's last year, while it was a down year, you absolutely feel better ending on a high note, and certainly we hope that that's the case this year, John. It can, help you in the off season, and we do have it's a shame that we didn't win more games for the seniors, but we do have some young guys that are getting great experience, and I think a win would on Saturday would absolutely help us this offseason in terms of setting the tone for 2011.
What do you know about FDU? You've done a little scouting, I'm sure, or at least you've seen the tapes. What's their strong points?
Well, I'll tell you what, they do play hard. They play really hard, and they're a tough physical group. So we've got to be able to match that. They've got an athletic player, quarterback, and so who's a multi-dimensional kid that you've got to be able to defend a couple different ways. And defensively, they really like to get after you. They pressure a pretty fair amount of the time and roll the dice a little bit in coverage. So we've got to make sure we don't turn the ball over against that group again, or could be a long day.
Last question. Looking over the whole year, of course, you still have one game to go. What has been the maybe the high point for you in this 2010 football year?
Oh, John, that's a tough question. Wow. I don't know. I mean, just I guess being able to coach some of the seniors that we've had on our roster, kids who, who were 1 year in under Coach Girardi, but have been here for 3 years under us, that have, gotten us close to being very good again. Maybe we're not quite there yet, but a group of guys who showed up every day, and worked hard and did their best. And unfortunately, the last couple of weeks that hasn't been good enough. But we're really close. First 6 weeks of the season, there's a lot of excitement around our program, and some of that has maybe cooled. But those guys put us in that situation, and I think that people starting to notice us again. We might not be in the top 25 yet, but we're close to being relevant again. I would say that buzz that we had when you beat Ithaca, when we're beating, some of the people that we did, it's unfortunate that the momentum and health and turnovers kind of are cruel and have changed the outlook of the season. But for a while, we were right where we needed to be, and it's unfortunate that we weren't able to sustain that. But this group, the seniors, had a great hand in giving us a great run for a while, and hopefully we'll end on a positive note on Saturday.
I hope this team really understands how good they are. I mean, they're as good now as they were when they played the Ithacas and the Rowans. It's just been a great year again for WL News to at least talk to the players, and I know you've given us a lot of time, and we really appreciate it and all you've done for us. And good luck on Saturday, and we'll be there just watching that last game.
Well, we appreciate everything that you do for us too, John. And not a lot of places have someone that would take the time on their own like you do to come out and provide the coverage that you do at our level. So we appreciate that. It's a great source of information for our players, families, most of whom are not right in the area, and for them to get a little bit of an inside look at us when their sons or grandsons or nieces and not nieces but their nephews are a couple hours away. So we appreciate everything you do for us. It's been a great year.
Yeah, it's sort of a passion, and again, good luck on Saturday, and I hope we have a safe game down there.
So do I. Okay, thanks, John. Appreciate you coming out. Yep.